We're excited to be here. We're going to get started in just a second. Let's do it. There we are. All right, guys. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection Expo here at Anime Expo 2015. We're super excited to be here, and we've got a lot of cool stuff for you. Quick introduction for myself. My name is Justin Rojas. I am the Senior Manager of Social Strategy and Development over at Funimation Entertainment. I will be your host for today. And you can see me also on Double Talk, which is one of our talk shows, as well as the Funimation show. Feel free to tweet me right there, follow me on Twitter. So before we bring our guests out, we've got some stuff to show you guys. Talk a little bit behind the scenes with Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. As you guys should know, the movie is coming English dub to theaters August 4th through 7th. Have you guys pre-ordered your tickets yet? Yes? Good. Go to dragonballz.com. There's a theater locator there. If you need to find a theater near you, that's a great place to go do that. We did the premiere last night, the World Dub premiere. Not last night, wow, 2 days off. Thursday night at the Regal Cinema, right across the street from here. Who actually, I know some of you got to come out to that. Who came to that event? Yeah? What did you guys think? Awesome? All right. So we actually had a really good time there. We had a lot of people come out. We had a cool red carpet event. We had the guests, we had the crew, we had all kinds of people there. Celebrities, press. It was a really awesome time. So we're really excited about this movie. And it's not only going to be, at this theater, but we're going to bring it to theaters across the nation. Probably the biggest theatrical release for an anime title like this, especially from Funimation. So you guys must see this movie in theaters. It's going to be amazing. There's other stuff going on outside of the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F movie, though, within the Dragon Ball Z universe. Recently, Dragon Ball Z Extreme Budokan. From our partners over at Bandai Namco, this is coming to Nintendo 3DS October 20th. You've got over 100 characters you can play. You can even play the characters from Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F in this game. What's really cool is this is a 2D style game also, which they haven't done a 2D style Dragon Ball Z game in a very long time, or ever maybe. Gosh, but this is really awesome. I get to play it over at the Bandai Namco booth. You can try it out this weekend over there in the dealer hall. It's super fun, super easy to play and get into as well. Anybody here going to Comic-Con next week? All right. So if you're going to go out there, we do have a Comic-Con exclusive. Getting the Golden Frieza Funko Pop vinyl figure with red eyes. This is only available at the Funimation booth number 4135. It's only $15 with tax. There's only going to be 10,000 that are manufactured, so get yours before they are gone. This is a Funimation Comic-Con exclusive. You can get next week over there if you're attending. For you guys that are here this weekend, you said you pre-ordered tickets, right? Okay. If you haven't yet, or if you already did, take your ticket confirmation to the Funimation booth tomorrow. There's scheduled times listed at the booth. You can actually redeem, show us your ticket confirmation. You can get a free key charm. You can get either the Goku or the Frieza. Completely free. All you gotta do is show us your ticket confirmation for your pre-order for the August 4th through 12th event. These are really cool because they actually transform. Goku he kind of peel away his outer layer and he becomes his form, or he's wearing his gi that he wears in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. And Frieza, of course, becomes final form Frieza. Well, previously final form Frieza. It's not even his final form. Again, guys, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F coming to theaters August 4th through 12th. We're super excited, and that's why we're here today. You also have a chance to do more stuff this weekend. We're going to have a signing with the cast on Sunday at the Funimation booth, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We're going to have that for our last signing for the weekend. So if you want to get your autograph from the cast, do that tomorrow at 10 a.m. At the Funimation booth. You can probably line up think the earliest is going to be an hour early. What time does the booth open tomorrow? Or the dealer's hall open tomorrow anyways? 10? 10, so get there as early as you possibly can. So we're so excited about this movie. Did you guys see the theatrical trailer we released last weekend? Yeah? It's extra epic. I love this trailer. It gives me goosebumps when I watch it. If you haven't seen it, now's your chance to watch it. Right here, the theatrical trailer for Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. This is for you right now.
I shall grant you any wish. Now speak.
I wish for Frieza! Bring him back to life!
Your wishes have been fulfilled.
It just got dark.
Something tells me we're in trouble.
I've only spent years waiting patiently in hell for the chance to get revenge against the Saiyan.
Well, as strong as Goku's gotten, he's gonna make your face look even worse!
What sort of fool do you think I am?
Soldiers, give them everything you've got!
Here they come.
Right, let's do this!
I think it's time you stop talking and start showing me.
I've been waiting such a long time for you.
No more tricks, no reserves.
I'm going to take my final fall from the start.
I am not here to take sides.
What?
Frieza has a new form! Goku! This power, it's amazing!
Don't tell me you're surprised. Of course my vengeance must be satisfied.
How about that? A little sneak peek into some of that going on in the movie, of course. We'll show you guys actually a little bit more of the movie at the end of the panel. We also have some prizes we're going to be giving out, so be sure to stick around. We're going to have some Q&A with the guys and some other cool stuff we're going to show you. So right now, actually, we're going to talk about the theatrical event that's coming up in August. So this is a theatrical event. It's not like your typical theatrical release, like when you go watch Avengers or something, you go and you just watch the movie. This is actually going to be a theatrical event screening. So you're going to actually have a pre-show before the movie starts, about 15 or 20 minutes or so, showing you a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff about the movie, interviews with the voice actors, and actually a trivia game that you can play. We're going to show you a little bit of about that today too. So make sure you guys have your Twitter accounts handy in just a minute. So this is a sample from the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F pre-show. This has never been seen from anybody yet. This is the first time you guys or anyone in the world gets to see this. It's really cool. It gives you a lot of insight into what happened behind the movie and us working on the movie at Funimation. So let's take a look.
So bringing Frieza back probably represents bringing back the most iconic villain for the creator of the show.
The fact that Toriyama's back so intimately involved can only be a good thing for the franchise and a good thing for the characters.
I had never seen a villain like Frieza.
I think Frieza, throughout the whole saga, is pretty much the biggest, baddest villain we've seen.
Frieza's the greatest villain in the Dragon Ball Z universe. That's why he's back. That's why he had to be resurrected. There's no one better than Frieza.
was just a small sample. You can see a lot more behind-the-scenes action with Dragon Ball Z's Resurrection F theatrical event. Like I mentioned, there is actually a trivia portion that's going to play. This is going to happen at every single screening nationwide, and we're going to actually give away some prizes for you guys who participate and play along. So you can actually get on your Twitter account, use the hashtag DBZRF, and this is going to have a really cool thing, because we're going to be able to send you guys prizes. We'll find you on Twitter, tweet at us using the correct answer to the question that's going to be asked. We have a sample here of just the first question that's part of the trivia pre-show. It's not a hard question. We want to start it off a little easy, get everyone kind of used to it. Basically think, who wants to be a millionaire Dragon Ball Z style, right? So here is the trivia portion for the theatrical pre-show. Also, I apologize, my face is all over this too.
You probably saw some video or message telling you guys to put your phones away. But we want you to take them back out, because we asked the Dragon Ball Z cast some really hard trivia questions and we want you to play along. Use the hashtag DBZRF to show us how much you know about Dragon Ball Z and see if you can beat them. Alright, so we've got some Dragon Ball Z trivia for you today. Yes, we do. They range from so-so to why should you ever know that in life. But I know you know your Dragon Ball Z.
I do, I think.
We're going to see if we can stump you and stump some of our fans maybe that are watching.
Oh, this is not going to happen.
Let's see how you do.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And let's see how you do.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay, let's start with number 1 here. What vegetable did Goku derive his Saiyan name from?
Okay, okay.
A, onion. B, radish. C, celery.
Celery.
Or D, carrot.
Come on, that's an easy one.
One of them.
Radish.
I'm going to go with D, carrot, because it's right.
It's carrot. D, carrot. Kakarot.
Carrot, right? That's correct.
Yeah.
Goku's Saiyan name is Kakarot, derived from the word carrot.
Oh, dirt!
So that was an easy one, right? Who got that one right? Who did? Actually, I'm curious. Who didn't know? That's actually wow. Yeah, it's a funny thing about Dragon Ball Z. A lot of the characters are named after various food items, various undergarments, various other things. You can play along during the theatrical pre-show and test your Dragon Ball Z knowledge when you watch it in theaters. So again, tweet us with your correct answer, which I'm not going to say what it was. I mean, you obviously saw it. Use the hashtag DBZRF, and we're actually going to be picking up some people today on Twitter to receive some prizes. We'll contact you via Twitter through the Funimation account and hook you up with some goodies. You guys like free stuff, right? We might have some more free stuff at the end of the panel as well, so be sure to stick around. All right, so let's get to this, right? We want to see our guests here, meet the voice cast for the English dub of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, right? Okay. So we've got some people for you here today. I'm going to start off with Mr. Justin Cook of Funimation. He's the director of production, also the voice of Raditz, Dende, and Super Boo. There you go. Right here. Thank you, thank you. Next up, we're going to have Mr. Christopher R. Sabat, the ADR director, voice of Vegeta and Piccolo. Welcome to the stage right now. And our villain returning to Dragon Ball Z, Chris Ayers, the voice of Frieza, making his way back into this series. And of course, last but definitely not least, Mr. Schemmel, the voice of Goku! All right.
Woo! This is amazing. I gotta take a picture of you guys.
So. Thank you guys.
Goku!
I don't think I've been on this big.
All right.
I can die now.
So we're going to start off with a little bit of Q&A here. Before we jump into that, actually, just want to thank you guys for joining us here today. How do you feel right now? This is a pretty amazing event, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is the most incredible ever. I mean,
Ever. This is probably the largest Dragon Ball Z panel I've ever been in personally. Well, you guys.
Thank you guys so incredibly much for being here. The biggest applause is for you.
Talking in these microphones is like being the largest dream sequence I've ever had.
True.
Yeah.
Because everything I say,
I had no idea what they said. Just was like,
It's amazing.
okay. Thank you.
that's exactly what it sounds like on this end. So, well, it's have to be there. No.
So we have a few we have some questions actually for you guys that we're gonna ask, and then we're gonna have the audience do some Q&A with you all. And just a little bit, I'll let you know when you can line up. We're gonna have 2 mics up here. Please do not line up quite yet. We will get to that in just a minute. First question for you guys. We did the world premiere for the English dub last night, which was really amazing. But you guys also went to the world premiere of the movie, the subtitle version. The first time anyone in the world watched it, we did that in April this past year in Hollywood. What was that experience like for you guys? I mean, it was incredible because we had the Japanese guests there. We had not only the English voice actors, but we had Nozawa from Japan, the Japanese voice of Goku as well. So, Sean, start at the end.
I can finally hear you. They turned up the monitor on this side.
Couldn't hear you.
So it's just like, what?
So, that's the question.
Oh, there it is. So the question is, what was the experience like for the Hollywood premiere in April? It's unprecedented and unheard of. Like, I don't think it's ever happened, and you guys are all part of, helping to make this history of anime going mainstream, so to speak, and being in the theater. Masuka Nozawa was there, and that was just, now I can hear myself way a whole bunch. Wow, it's like being at work. So it was an unbelievable, dream-like experience to walk the red carpet with the legendary Masuka Nozawa, and I couldn't have been happier. So it was a very rewarding and I would call it a bucket list experience for me, for certain.
It was very strange for me because they had not announced that I was going to be voicing Frieza for the movie. So people kept going, why are you here? What is he doing here? So it's very strange. I was so excited to see it and so excited to sit in the audience with so many Dragon Ball fans. It was wonderful.
I thought it was just such an honor to be invited to their premiere to start with.
Yeah.
The fact that they even think about us is really impressive, because a lot of us, who work on the show, it is very important to us, and we know how important it is to you. But when we start translating that into, what do these guys in Japan think about us? I never really even thought they thought twice about us, frankly. They're just like, oh, yeah, it's dubbed into English, it's dubbed into Spanish, it's dubbed into whatever.
But apparently you've gotten their attention.
Absolutely.
Someone actually told us that they really love the job that we do on the dub because we commit to it so hard.
Yeah.
It's a direct quote, so.
That's very cool.
You stole my answer. No, it was really impressive that I thought members of Toei, they really almost embraced us into the family. And I think after 20 years of doing this, that was a huge kind of, pat on the back. But moreover, I think that it's more than just our commitment and our effort. I think it's also the fact that the U.S. and North American fan base has been so incredible throughout this whole thing.
And loyal.
Dedication and loyalty that you guys have. And the loyalty is actually shared not just with the fans, but also with the cast members.
Yeah.
Doing it for 20 years and continuously coming back no matter their level of improvement they've made in their own careers.
So again, harping on that fact of you guys being some of the most passionate Dragon Ball Z fans in the world, that it's recognized here. I mean, this is a Japanese creative property. It's been around for 25 years or so, and that it's so important, not to just the US, but for worldwide culture, but here it's so big. I mean, look at you guys here. Cosplayers, actually, I want to give you props.
Yeah, the cosplayers were amazing.
You're cosplaying from Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
Stand up.
Wow. Good stuff going on here.
Oh yeah.
These guys out in the audience.
Batman.
Now, fight to the death! For our entertainment!
entertainment.
This is gonna be awesome.
I
love it, and the lights go red.
Did you get out your didgeridoo?
All right, sorry.
Sorry. We get a little carried away. Sorry.
Microphones can only be in front of us for so long before that happens.
So let's talk a little bit about the theatrical event coming up here, happening August 4th through 12th. This is pretty much the largest theatrical release Funimation's ever done. It's one of the biggest for anime in general.
Wait, I have to interject. Here's why I think they need to go see this. I have a specific reason I want everyone to go see this movie, other than the other reasons that are standard, which is it is awesome, it is the sequel, it's Dragon Ball. The reason I want everyone to go out to see it en masse is I want this movie to do more money at the box office than Dragon Ball Evolution did, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
That's the final reason why you should go see this, and I think it can. So there's your answer. If you want to say screw you to that, go to the movie over and over and
Absolutely.
over. Sorry to interrupt, Justin.
That was good.
And if more than 200 people can go see it, we will win.
When exactly did you lose control of this panel?
I never had. The second we walked on
The minute they decided to put us on it,
It's true. It's very true.
Weeks ago, I lost control.
So what were you saying, Justin?
So, with this theatrical release, what do you think it really means, though, for not just Dragon Ball Z, but for anime in theaters? I mean, a lot of us, actually all of us, I guess, work on not just Dragon Ball Z, but many different anime titles. And Dragon Ball Z is really paving the way for something like this to happen. What do you guys think this is going to do for anime?
It's going to pave the way.
Good. Answer the question.
I think that this movie, and just like last year with Battle of Gods, I think what this is an opportunity for us to do as anime fans is to prove to the mass, public out there that anime is a very real type of entertainment. It's one that this audience wants, and we want
Absolutely.
We want it in droves. And this is an opportunity to prove that to the public, to the world.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are way pavers, is what you are. No.
Very true.
There you go. Do you guys want to see more anime in the movie theaters?
Yeah! Let's hear it!
Good. Just want to make sure.
He's taking notes.
It's been funny if they all said no.
They're like, ooh, no more anime in the theater, boo, I want to stay at home.
It's too good. I can't handle that.
So we're going to ask the question that a lot of people are asking right now. It's very relevant for the time. We did Battle of the Gods last year, Resurrection F this year. Where do you see Toriyama taking the series in Dragon Ball Super? I mean, we haven't seen anything really from it.
To the next series, which is going to be called Dragon Ball Super Duper. Totally. That's what...
Dragon Ball Z Schemmel.
I'm hoping to see them expand on what we're starting to learn about the Super Saiyan God thing that we learned about.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a bit more about it in Resurrection F, but still, we don't know a lot about where it comes from, what it means. I'd like to see Vegeta's mustache again.
Yeah, I would.
His moustache, I mean.
I also think, though, they really opened up the universe in Battle of Gods. I mean,
Yeah.
Started talking about some of the wider
We're
world.
going to see other places.
Yeah.
We're going places. We're going places with this series.
Well, he mentions there are several other of these destruction gods, all
That's true.
scattered all over the universe, and I wonder if they're going to have to collect them like Dragon Balls in order to fight someone awesome or something. Who knows?
There's a fleet of cats like Beerus.
Yeah.
So Goku's going to become a crazy cat lady. And just...
Totally. I'll be a crazy cat. Science proved cats are assholes, by the way. Oh, wait, did I just say that out loud? Sorry. It was on Facebook, so therefore it's true. I did see an article about that, though. Okay, sorry. Let's do the panel.
I think I'd like to see Whis actually fight. I'd like to see Whis fight and power up into something insane.
Yeah.
What if Whis has, like, food moves, like Super Sunday Blast, or whipped cream?
Double Sunday was my move!
That's right. That's right, Brandon. There you go.
We should trade me!
Yeah.
Resurrection R.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Return of Rex.
Oh, I was thinking Raccoon. I'm sorry.
Raccoon. That's right.
So us at Funimation, we're really excited about the series. We don't know really much about it yet, and we're just like you guys, and just anticipating to see what happens. And maybe one time we'll get to work on it as well. We're not doing anything with it officially right now. So
his question was like totally pointless then, right? Okay.
I thought it'd be really funny if Dragon Ball Super was actually just Dragon Ball GT, and they put it we just decided to give it a different name.
Yeah, and they just repackaged it.
I'm joking, guys. Come on.
It's 4th of July, not April Fool's Day, Sabat.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be all over together. We're in trouble.
Christopher Sabat was killed today outside of the Expo Hall, Anime Expo.
So I know you guys probably have a lot of questions for these guys. That's something you want to do? All right. So we have actually 2 mics set up. Be very orderly.
Speak very clearly.
We have the mics. If I could get our Funimation staff to help man the mics as well. Please, guys, go ahead and line up now. No running. No running.
Don't run over people!
And
you're gonna have to punch a bag to see how strong you are first. And then
like you said, no running
the question tournament,
like skipping and alternate.
So before we get started,
let's just assume that like more than like 10 people are gonna be able to ask.
Right.
So before we get started with the Q&A, I do have a few ground rules here. This is a Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F panel. Please keep the questions related to the Dragon Ball franchise. I know a lot of these guys work on a lot of different stuff. We want to kind of talk about the movie, talk about Dragon Ball specifically. Please don't ask right now for photos, autographs, voicemails, or just repeatedly saying character lines over and over. We want to make sure we try to get to as many people's questions as possible, especially if you have really insightful, really valid questions. Please also, this is not a Funimation industry panel, so it's not about like what Funimation is going to be licensing, what new series, what OVAs, and all that stuff. That is not a thing we're discussing on this panel. So with that out of the way, let's get started.
Actually, let's focus a little bit more. Let's just try and keep these questions just to the Garlic Jr. saga. Just Garlic Jr. saga questions. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started.
I love the faces on
They're like, I don't remember any of those.
Half the line leaves. We can't ask these questions we want to ask.
Back to Resurrection X, or F. Does Krillin live?
After Resurrection F?
Does Krillin live?
Just spoilers.
I don't know, can we answer that question?
Has Krillin ever died?
Yeah.
Well, there's a good chance then.
Okay, this way. At the end of the movie, you may have to start retallying all these death counts across the board. We don't know what's going to happen. But things do happen. They do that way.
Things happen.
You will find out when you watch it in theaters, August 7th through the 12th. Or 4th. Dragon Ball, man. I'm thinking 7 Dragon Balls all day long. Anyway, let's pop over here.
Couple things. I would like to know how Frieza gets that powerful in that short amount of time.
What makes you think it's a short amount of time?
From when he turns Golden Frieza to when he gets resurrected to becoming Golden Frieza.
There's actually a 6. It's explained. There's a 6-month gap where he's working out and training.
So they don't
I mean, he's never had to train. You don't see it, but it's 6 months between his resurrection and when he comes to Earth, and he spends all that time training.
And who wants to see Super Saiyan God Broly?
I don't.
All right, next question right here.
In almost every movie, Vegeta always comes to see Goku, but always gets his ass beat. How come you can't make Vegeta as powerful as Goku? He's not gonna destroy the world.
Look, I'm 100% with you on this. But I can tell you this. If you go see this movie, you will not be disappointed in that regard.
Yeah. I hope you'll like what you see. That's all I'm gonna say.
True. All right.
Question.
Who's on this side now? I'm losing track.
Is Frieza a Lakers fan or?
In your face.
What is Frieza thinking? So that's in reference to his new
color scheme.
Assuming.
I thought it was like a Vikings or football. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, I mean, for Chris specifically on this one, what do you think of his new color combination?
I said in an interview yesterday, I think the golden form is more a mocking and making fun of the Super Saiyan form. With the golden hair and everything. I think he's literally making
like, I can be cold too.
I think he's throwing it back in Goku's face just to be snarky.
Oh yeah, golden skin.
But Frieza has no hair, so something has to go gold.
True. And the first 10 choices.
My hair is gold. There's no hair. I'm far more collectible now. Exactly. We say it's Frieza's Academy Award form.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the next fight against Goku gets the golden Frieza.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Sub-Zero. Finish him.
There we go.
All right, first of all, I've been a huge fan of all of you guys.
Thank you.
Since, like birth. That's where my brother introduced Dragon Ball to me. And
In the womb.
What was he doing at the hospital? No.
it was the doctor's fault. He had the camera right down. This is Dragon Ball.
Showing the camera.
So, my favorite character of all time has to be Vegeta. So, Chris,
I think you're right.
but I love all of you too. Goku.
It's alright, I get it.
Your Super Saiyan 3 transformation is ridiculously awesome. My question for you guys is you guys have been working on this series forever, and it is always great to come back and hear you guys, always revising your roles, and it's been an amazing experience. And what has it been like for you guys to be able to continuously voice these characters that I've grown up with, and you guys have spent most of your adult life with?
We were not grown-ups when we started working on this either, so you are correct.
There you go.
We grew up on this too. It's such a huge part of our lives. Like, there's no denying that. We've spent like a decade and a half working on this show, and just when you think it's gone, it just comes right back again. And
it's true.
I don't know what I would do if we weren't working on this show. I think hopefully you're all going to be in your 60s, and I'm still going to be this dude in a wheelchair rolling around like, oh, 9,000 steps.
What's going to happen when the wheelchair comes up to it? Never mind.
So I want to kind of elaborate on that one. So for you, Chris, in particular, what you do now full time, you have your own studio, Okachan 5000, which is where all of this was recorded. I mean, did you see yourself when you started working on Dragon Ball Z that this would literally become what you do and your livelihood from not just being an actor, but from creating more dubs and doing all that stuff?
I'm telling you, if I had not called this friend back, who sent me a page, that's how long ago it was, to call her about something, and this girl told me, hey, I'm working for this company, they have like 4 employees, they're called Funimation, and they've got this show, this Japanese cartoon that they're making, they're wondering if you might be interested in coming up and auditioning for it. If I had not returned that call, my whole life would have been different.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you guys are looking for like this point in which to destroy me, you can go back in time right then, and you can stop it all.
Interrupt that email.
That's the moment. I would have had no idea that we were going to end up here. Even when we were working on this show tirelessly to try and get it on Cartoon Network, we were so focused on just trying to get this show done and recover from all of the pain and the screaming that we weren't even thinking about what this future was going to be like. And it's better than I could have possibly ever imagined.
And this trajectory is a little bit unprecedented in the industry. We got to re-record a series, Luke Kai, and then they decided to, after a long hiatus, make another movie, then another movie, now another series. It's like, okay, I don't know whether the show has done that. Like I'm gonna be doing this as long as Masa. She's in her 70s now. I'm gonna be doing it as long as her. It's like there's not a day that goes by that it's like Goku and the whole character is so permanently fused in my life. I have to think about times. I have to think about my emotional state, how I felt without this in my life. I have to go back before 1999. And it actually feels like like you're a different person. It's a surreal gift, and it's been nothing but awesome. So
it's a great question.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sub-Zero wins.
So.
Oh, you're over here. Yes. Come here. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, God.
My question's for Chris Sabat.
That's me.
Yes. So, not necessarily who you prefer voicing, but Piccolo and Vegeta, which one's your favorite and why?
I like, and it's a pretty easy answer, I like Vegeta more than Piccolo. Sorry. I've just now divided the room. I like playing Piccolo because he's cool as hell, but Vegeta just has such an incredible backstory, and I almost find it comical how angry he is all the time. So if I can connect with one character over the other, I certainly connect with Vegeta for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm not gonna look at you.
Alright, hi guys.
Howdy, howdy.
Nice to meet you. Like, you guys are awesome. You guys were a part of my childhood, just a part of everyone else here. I know you guys are amazing. You guys own up to these roles. So my question is more up to the return into Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F. You guys had to, after Dragon Ball Z, then the Battle of Gods came about. There's like a different character development with Vegeta, Goku. Everyone else feels different. How did you guys like accommodate this? How do you guys create this new persona and totally own up to it still?
No, I'm kidding. That's a really deep, excellent question. We were never gone, so returning to it wasn't necessarily. We were kind of evolving along with the characters because we finish Z, then we do a game. Then we think it's going to be over, then we do Kai. Then in between Kai, we're doing a game. And then we're doing another game. So I've never been away from portraying Goku for any greater length of time than a year, and it's probably less. So when it came time to do it, it was just like, I think one of the main things that factored into the performance nuance might have been the fact that it was new material.
Yeah.
Like we were so excited about.
Everybody's excited.
It wasn't like, oh, here we're doing the story again. Okay, we got to bring it fresh, even though we've done it 1,000 times. It was like, oh. When it's new material, it doesn't feel like you're working as hard because it's all new stuff.
New exciting stuff.
Yeah. So it's very inspiring.
Plus, there's no question about anything else that happened in the story. Every time we go to do another one of these games, or every time we're doing Kai or anything, there's no question about like what the story is. But this time, we actually had have a lot of discussions about, okay, what does this mean, or like why is this happening, or what could it possibly mean, or
what does it mean for the future?
There's something. They start talking some language, or like, are they talking about working together, or are they talking about fusing? What are they talking about? We don't know what the future is for it. And on top of that, there's this added pressure that so many people love it all over again. And it's going to be shown on such a dramatic medium that it puts the pressure on us. I know Sean was really worried before his recording session. He was like, Chris, I feel like I just want to make sure I'm like bringing my A game. Like, Sean, you
guys brought it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I just want to make sure I'm doing it. I'm like, dude, just do what you do.
Dude, I called you last week and I was like, did the mix sound okay? Did I sound like shit? Like, I was really worried. I still worry about it this day. I never feel, and last night, we saw last night and I was very pleased, so I pat myself on the back.
But this is the first time in like 13 or 14 years that we've begun having conversations again about where the future of this series is going.
Yeah.
Which, back 15 years ago, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't pirated subtitled episodes to kind of look at. We were learning the show as we went. So, I mean, there's an energy behind that, and between that, growing up with it, and the fact that I think Sean's not just speaking for himself, I think everybody on the cast is always constantly concerned with, am I bringing the best performance I can?
Sure.
And yeah, the stakes continue to raise. So.
Stakes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question over here.
I'm giving her an evil eye. She can't even reach the microphone. She's so tiny.
Don't worry, I'm small too.
Wow.
Krillin's daughter has a question. Hold on.
Go ahead, Marin. Come on, Marin.
Come on, Marin.
My name's Alexa, and my question is, why is Frieza the only villain that doesn't wear any clothing?
These are the best questions I think we've had.
Wait a second. Now, Cell didn't wear any clothes, did he?
Cell?
Cell was a nudie too.
Cell was a nudie?
His armor was glowing.
I think it's because ultimately, Frieza's hero was Porky Pig. Bald, he doesn't wear pants, you know, it's there, it's all there.
Sure.
Or maybe it was because of the humidity, it was hot outside.
It could be.
Great question.
That was good, I like that.
Thank you.
All right. So my question is, when it comes to villains, Frieza to me is like top. It's like he's the king of the hill. Better than Broly, better than Cell, better than anyone. I don't care what anyone says. He's like the Palpatine of DBZ. Because if it wasn't for him, Vegeta wouldn't be the way he is. If it wasn't for him, Goku wouldn't have become Super Saiyan. So my question is, what were your thoughts, for the four of you, what were your thoughts when you first heard that he was going to be back better and better than ever?
I thought it was a natural fit. I thought, what better villain than the one that basically, just as you were mentioning, you know, provoked so much of the development of these main characters. I heard someone once say, and I don't, it wasn't too long ago, but that, you know, Boo and Cell were these kind of created entities of either evil or someone's evil intentions. Frieza is doing this all on his own. This is just Frieza's own, you know, sociopathic, nutty side, and I think that's what makes him the best villain. The best villain.
Plus the outfit's cool.
When I found out that it was going to be Frieza, I had the same thought that I'm sure Vegeta had on the inside, which is like, oh yes, because now somebody deserves the opportunity to kick Frieza's ass really hard.
I was thrilled. I was so honored when I was asked to be a part of Kai, and have had so much fun. Frieza's absolutely delightful. He thinks he's witty, he thinks he's amazing, he thinks he's the best thing in the universe, and he's really not. He's very deluded, and he's so much fun to play with. So I was just excited that I was going to get to come back and do. I mean, I love doing the video games, but this was a little more than what we do on the video games.
Yeah.
It was just a thrill to be back.
Oh yes. Sorry. Yeah, I was very surprised because I thought Frieza was like really. I think the thing that was surprising for me is that I did not understand how they could bring Frieza back.
Same here.
Because Frieza looked so dead after Trunks took care of him. Like, exceptionally dead. So I was like, and it didn't even dawn on me that, you know, they could potentially use the Dragon Balls, and there could be some like floating in space and Frieza's not dead. Like I didn't really think about how. Because the Dragon Balls are rarely used on villains, so I was thinking maybe that was an option or something else, and so I was kind of surprised. I think Frieza wasn't my favorite saga, even though your performance is probably my favorite performance of any villain on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, Chris. And Sabat. And so it wasn't always my favorite, because I was fighting Frieza as Goku in character, so when Frieza comes back, there's part of me that's like, I know we did the thing on the planet, it was a big pain in my ass, and now I gotta do it again, and can we just fight somebody new, even if it's equally annoying? But then when I finally saw the character design in the movie, I got really excited. Yeah. So at first it was like this weird part of me was Goku and groaning, because I thought we were done with it. But then I realized, wait, Chris Ayers is gonna be doing it, oh, that's gonna be awesome. Oh wait, it's gonna be cool characters. Oh wait, it's gonna be in the big screen, and then I got really excited. So that's my weird answer, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi, my name is Jorge from YouTube Reality Changers, and I just want to say, growing up, I had the time of my life watching Dragon Ball Z in English, Spanish, and in Japanese. And then I'm an adult now, and I have 2 kids, 2 girls. And so I remember asking this to you last year, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you were having lunch. I love your T-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. That's so good.
But all these years have passed, and we have yet to see a female Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's true.
So, what is your... And I'm asking that because my kids, my 2 daughters are very, they're like little small feminists. They're like, Dad, what's going on? So, what are your opinions on not having any female Super Saiyans after all these decades?
Well, Super Saiyans are Saiyans, because there was a female Saiyan in the Bardock special, I thought, in a camping scene.
Her name is Fasha.
Yes. when they were up. But there's one. But I'd be thrilled with that. That would be amazing. I don't know. Would that work within the Saiyan universe? Would their society be training female? Would that be something they do like the Klingons or not? You know, I don't know. That's but I'm totally support it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Are you kidding? I'd love to see a female Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible. The way I have 2 daughters as well, and the only way I could get my daughter to play with Dragon Ball Z toys was to say, here's Vegeta, he's a prince.
Totally true.
Vegeta and Barbie.
And that's it happens.
Vegeta and Elsa.
It's like, let it go!
I think that if Piccolo can be the designated babysitter for all these new generation of Dragon Ball Z kids, then I completely think that one of these girls ought to grow up and just train with Vegeta for quite some time.
I think it's sexist that there's no Namex either.
Yeah, it's asexually sexist, because they're not male or female, I don't think, Namekians are.
Yeah, the Namekians were like Smurfs.
Yeah, they were like...
So like Guru would have to create a female Namekian.
Yeah.
Like they did Smurfette, and they only created one. Poor thing. Sorry.
Justin was like, we were going to talk about Dragon Ball Z today.
No questions about the Smurfs. Their reproductive practices or otherwise.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Good question.
Let's go here to Andrew.
What are some of your favorite lines that you guys have gotten to see?
Are you the fresh android of Bel Air? I'm sorry.
Just casual, yeah.
So, Planet, would you eat it wherever days? My days? I don't know. What was your question? I'm sorry.
Have you noticed have you guys noticed there's a bird poop cam up there? Oh man, they're missing it. Like, yeah, there you go.
Crazy.
Do you have any favorite lines?
Oh, our favorite lines from the Fresh Android. You know, we get asked that question a lot, and you know, you think Kamehameha would be it, but trust me, it's not. And I have some favorite recent lines, but like throughout the series, I've recorded that so long ago. Like I really enjoyed my Bulma line in Battle of Gods. I get to say as Vegeta, and I enjoyed I won't let you destroy my world when I'm screaming my head off. There, those are recent lines that come to mind. I have some favorite lines in the new movie, but I don't want to reveal them because they're spoiler alert.
Yeah.
What about you?
My favorite line, hands down, I think was written by Michael Tatum for Kai, and that was, once again my dreams for immortality have been crushed against the shores of your incompetence. That's Shakespearean. That's almost Shakespeare there. So I love that line. I memorized it. It's stuck in my head.
It's fantastic.
There's so many good Vegeta lines. There's one thing is saying always keeps his pride, and of course, my Bulma was the most incredible. Somebody asked me on the red carpet, they said, what do you think Vegeta's been doing since Battle of Gods? I'm like, he's probably spending a lot of time with Bulma because they're very happy with one another right now. Trunks version 2? Yeah, that's true.
Dipping back into the series, I would guess Raditz's whole bit about piling the bodies up on the beach. I feel like in the first 5 episodes of DBZ, that let us know we weren't in Dragon Ball anymore.
For sure.
All right, thank you very much. Lastly, because this line is so fitting, could you please say, allied to good, nightmare to you?
Oh, me?
Nightmare to you!
Thank you. All right. Is that your pre-dance? Pre-question dance?
Dance there. Keep doing it.
We're going to go this thing first, but
All-American Batman. Is that what we got here, right?
Did you say Batman?
Batman.
Yeah, turn around. So, flip around. See?
Oh, yeah. Like it.
I thought it was Billy Ray Cyrus at first or something. I was worried about your achy, breaky heart.
So, just for the record, I want to say Vegeta and Piccolo are my 2 favorite characters ever. So
you're smart.
Thanks for
smart
doing
person.
that. But I want to thank you. Thank you guys for just sticking with the series all those years.
Thank you.
Still doing the voices, so thank you.
Thank you.
My question is, actually, it's for all you guys. So, when you guys get in the booth and you do your power-up screams, I'm really curious how many takes it takes for you guys to do those. Or if Chris or whoever the ADR director is, when you guys scream for 20 seconds, he says, do it again.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it happens. I mean, usually we'll preview it with and I'll rehearse just breathy, whispery, just to feel the timing. And then I'll tell Chris, based on my voice, I go, you get 2 of these, you get 3 of these, you get 1 of these. I'll do what I can. And then we usually save them for the end. I'll do all my dialogue first, and then we'll do screams. And we don't mind the voice being a little rough during battle because you would naturally maybe it would fit. But you don't want to do a bunch of screams and then have to go do a bunch of dialogue, and it sounds like you've been screaming all day.
For Resurrection F, we marked all of the screams for the end and the last line.
Yeah.
So that way, when I hit those last lines, my voice was completely ragged out from all the screaming. But yeah, I think our screaming session on that was almost 7 hours.
Yeah.
Just screaming. Back to back.
It's true. As the voice director for Dragon Ball Z, I do carry around a lot of guilt that I've destroyed a lot of people's voices. And I remember especially back in the early days before we'd had 15 years of experience doing this, so now I can't really tell anyone anything. But I remember the first time I'd bring anybody in to work on a Dragon Ball Z session, I would say, here's the deal. You're gonna have to scream, and it's really gonna hurt, and you're gonna have to scream for a long time.
Yeah.
So you have 2 choices. You can either do a blood-curdling, amazing scream once, or you'll do it twice, unfortunately. So, and we really didn't cut any corners with the screaming when it came to Dragon Ball. We figured if they're gonna do it, we're gonna do it too.
Yeah.
I think that's, we try to maintain, if it's a good scream, we'll do everything we can to save it, but if it just doesn't look completely right, I mean, I don't even have to tell most people, hey, we have to do another one of those.
It's usually obvious.
Most of the time they're gonna go, no, I want another shot.
Oh, let me try it again. Let me try it one more time.
Even when I was directing, when I'm directing myself on the movie, my engineers get really annoyed with me. They're like, Chris, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, no, I have to do another one, that wasn't good enough. So we all take it very seriously. None of us want a lame scream.
No, you don't want that.
I will do this all day long, anytime. Every time I come in for Chris, which one do you want to do first? Boo, Raditz. It doesn't matter. Let's just go in order. But this last time, I think Raditz got to go Super Saiyan, so I got to do a charge like the real.
Wait, Raditz got to go Super Saiyan?
I think in the video game, at least that was the direction.
The video game. That's right.
But yeah, I'll do it on cue.
Look at the Super
8 times, 9 times, I'll do whatever. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It was a big moment for me, and I figure I only have a hole in my chest. It'll be easy to bring me back.
That's true.
They just putty it in.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Dancing Man.
Dancing.
So,
No, but I crochet a little.
We're not gonna answer your question.
5 questions.
Yeah, 5 questions.
Wow.
Which one should I do?
The best one.
The best one.
The one about
I got 5 of them. Wanna know them?
Well, if you know them, then you're secretly asking all 5 of them.
When did Ayers become the god of destruction? And
1984.
when did Goku get blue hair? At 3?
Last Thursday.
2015.
2015.
When did little grandpa learn Kamehameha or
In Dragon Ball, 1984.
1987.
and 4? Why is Beerus the only bad guy who represents
Destruction.
not destruction? I mean
Cats.
Because there was corn.
Egypt's culture. And
Because he destroyed all the other cultures.
when did Frieza access his golden form?
Access is
So which one should I discuss?
We just answered all of them.
This is the best question of all time.
Which one should you discuss? That's 6 questions.
Fine, do I discuss?
Do you discuss?
I think we covered them all, right?
We covered them.
Covered them all. You got all your
We answered them while you were
We
asking.
were answering while you were asking them. But you want to know which one we think you should discuss with someone else?
I will say this: if you want to see Master Roshi power up into that crazy form, he did do it early on. He was able to fight like a pretty cool in Dragonball.
And I got one more.
Sure.
That's 7.
Go for it. Yeah.
When is Gohan's son going to be in this movie?
2017.
Or beyond.
I love your questions.
They were great, dude. They were great.
I have a few follow-ups.
So,
that's great.
You got to follow that.
Yeah.
Really?
How many questions do you have?
No, it's just one.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, I can't follow. I'm sorry. Okay. My question is, if you had a chance to change sort of the physical appearance or even the character trait, what would it be and why?
Of our characters, of our respective characters?
Taller. Much taller.
Less dipshitty, I guess. Less Goku being total clueless. To be less clueless, perhaps, and maybe some depth of character would be helpful. Other than him just like going, I'm gonna beat you! You know?
I honestly don't know that I'd change a thing. I really love Frieza the way he is.
Hair.
I really do.
Yeah.
Hair maybe?
Bearded Frieza.
Bearded.
I wish that Boo wasn't pink. It's a bummer to have a car on GTA with Super Boo as my license plate, and it has to be pink.
Thank you. You're on the side?
That was funny.
I have 6 more questions.
With the way that you think the anime is going with Dragon Ball Super, do you think we're going to be able to see like a fusion of the Super Saiyan gods?
All the characters are going to fuse into one character. Dragon Ball Super is just a super ball, and it's one character. Dragon Ball Super.
And it's Sailor Moon.
Yes. What was the question?
Like maybe Vegeta or Gogeta or even Vaku.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no. Super is such a crapshoot in terms of what could possibly happen. You know.
I think a big hint is bringing Jocko.
Yeah.
I think bringing Jocko into this is a big hint is where it could go in the future.
Yeah, who knows if Jocko, which I don't know, if you haven't seen Resurrection F, you don't even know what he's talking about necessarily, but there is a new character introduced in this movie named Jocko that's really fascinating. You saw him actually in the kind of this trailer that you just saw. He's the little tiny white alien looking dude. He's a really funny character.
Neat character.
Yeah.
After having spent the weekend talking about this, I kind of think that maybe fusion is a thing of the past. I think that the story's developed on. This is just me guessing here.
He's guessing.
All right? I'm
Yes, we're just.
He doesn't know anything.
I think it's a thing of the past. I think the next step is having some of these characters that are so just completely against each other in their natures, learning to operate around that and building off of those strengths and the other's weaknesses in those areas. I think that's the new fighting style. I think that's going to be the new.
I think they can only defeat their enemies if Vegeta and Goku are holding hands.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that.
Bromance is brewing for Super.
Romance. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Do it right now.
Let's do it, Sean.
Thank you.
Hold hands.
Hold hands.
And it was Vegeta who asked for it.
He asked for it.
Holding hands.
Hey guys, I'm a huge fan, childhood, whole 9 yards thing. Like, I'm so excited to be here. You guys are freaking awesome, all of you. I love you, Goku and Vegeta. Like, honestly, before I even looked up Chris, I thought you were a black dude, cause like your voice, man, like everybody knows Piccolo's the black guy in DBZ. Like everybody knows that. And I was like, dude, he has to be black. And then when I looked him up, I was like, what? Awesome. Goku was my favorite character, sorry Vegeta, but you had the most badass lines ever in history. My question was, for all of you guys, and I really want to know Sean's opinion, so this is my standpoint on it. debates on forums and YouTube and all that crap. Everybody says Goku is a bad father, and I don't think he is.
Somewhere else.
Like, this is where I come from. This is my standpoint. Dude spent the first. Okay, going by the anime, Gohan is 11 by the end of the Cell Saga.
Right.
So Goku spent time with him for the first 4 years, and then he fought Raditz and died, you know? And then he was gone for that year, had an excuse, he was dead. Piccolo raised him for 1 year, and all of a sudden he gets Father of the Year award.
I'm sorry your dad left you. I really... I am totally
You have lost the audience, Schemmel. You have lost the audience, Schemmel.
My dad actually left me, and so I relate to it through that. That's me projecting.
It's even worse. It's even worse.
I was raised by a stepdad, so it's awesome.
It's even worse, Sean, because I'm black, and you know the stereotype.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't think of that.
But no. So,
hey, I like
where this conversation's going. So Goku comes back, right? So he's gone for another year. So Gohan's 5 now. Gohan's 5 after the year of training for the Saiyans. Then Gohan is 6 during the whole Frieza saga. He turns 6 because Goku's going for another year. Then he comes back with Frieza, right? Then he trains for 3 years with Gohan.
Hang on, let me write this down.
Then he trains 3 years. So Gohan is 6 now. Goku's back on Earth from Frieza.
So he trains 3 years beating his son. Continue.
Training with his son for the androids. Gohan's now 9. Then they train for a year in the hyperbolic time chamber with his son, quality time in the year. So Gohan's 10. Okay. Then Gohan turns 11 in the anime. So and then Goku dies and gone for 7 years.
I'm at
Goku. He was there the whole time. But how was he a godfather?
Based on those numbers, Goku owes 1.2 million in child support. I'm just doing the math.
I think you're right. Goku was a great father. Let's give him a Golden Freezer award.
Golden Freezer. 1.2 million Zeni award.
Well, here's the deal. I have to answer honestly. The running joke around the studio has been Goku's a crappy dad, and I have, been playing it. There's even a scene where Goku accidentally, smacks Chi-Chi, and it's like funny that he beat his wife. So, yuck, I smacked Chi-Chi into a tree. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know you. I think we all want to love Goku because he's the hero and he seems real happy and spunky, but maybe he's just a crazy sociopath. He wants to fight everybody who's strong. Which Akira Toriyama has actually said in an interview that he's kind of a jerk. The interview I saw, well, Goku's really kind of a jerk. He just wants to train and be the best fighter, so he's not really the best dad. Some kind of interview I saw, but we have jokingly around the studio said that Goku's kind of an absentee father. But if you want to forgive him, you can. But he still owes all that child.
Are you talking about Goku or who are you talking?
Goku.
Okay.
If he wants to forgive Goku,
I forgive you, Goku.
Forgive me. That was a great question. I was trying not to bust your chops too hard. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Over here on the right.
Oh, snap. It's me now?
Yes.
Hi, I just want to let you know I've been watching this show since the 90s, so you guys have been a part of my childhood.
All right.
I've been watching it. I watched it when it first came out on Toonami. Everybody should know Toonami by now. Unfortunately, you guys weren't my very first anime. A couple of girls who live on different planets got to me before you guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry. But my question is, and this is probably going to piss off everybody, but out of the franchises, GT or Evolution, which ones do you guys hate?
Well, I don't have an issue with GT, and you know how I feel about what I want to happen with the sales, so there's my answer. I'm
kind of with you.
Yeah. They made a concerted effort, I guess, not strong effort, but a concerted effort and failed.
Yeah.
And GT never really bothered me that much, even though it's not officially a character. Is it not? So I would say probably, I would favor GT over Evolution, certainly, without much thought.
Yeah, because a lot of people I've asked, they're all like, I cannot answer this question because it's so confusing. I'm like, really?
Well, they must really hate it.
Well, GT is at least animated.
True.
Exactly. Yeah, but it introduces things that you don't know, like,
But it introduced Vegeta's moustache.
Yeah.
Which he shaved in 2 seconds.
Still.
And plus we got introduced by Black Star Dragon Balls. Okay, where were they throughout the entire show?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me...
They tried.
Yeah. So we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't hear you better.
Hi, my name's Alan.
Hi, Alan.
And you want to invest 28% stake of your company for a $20,000 loan for your craft brewery, right?
I think you're saving your time.
Okay.
I actually don't have a question. I just stood in line to say thank you guys for coming down. It's been a blast to see and hear you answer all these questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
He's got a couple extra questions for you if you need to borrow.
Yes, he has ones he'd like to discuss.
Oh, is it me? Well,
yes, please.
Yeah. Well, obtaining to the Garlic Jr. saga. No, really, but you guys have been so paramount to my childhood and everyone else's childhood in here. But I know for some fans, especially me, Dragon Ball Z was kind of survival. Like a couple years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, and the first couple months in the hospital on the treatments, I couldn't have any really interactions. So I was brought Dragon Ball Z DVDs from my house, and I remember especially Sabat as Vegeta, that scene with Kid Buu when you're beaten down and you just keep getting up, that determination, that kind of determination that Goku brought, that helped me and helped, I know, a lot of other fans. It's like, or more so my question was, have you guys ever felt that way, like about the show or the characters in your day-to-day? Like, what have you drawn from your characters and how they come? Also, that's how I was introduced to Chris Ayers as Frieza. My friends showed me Dragon Ball Z Kai, and that's how I was like, this guy is a good Frieza.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I guess for me, you know, because you're playing the character versus like, I know the difference between watching a show and losing myself in it and it helping me through hardship versus watching a show, losing myself in it and helping me through hardship, and I happen to be in the show. So for me, to play Goku, you know, I've really got to be hyper-focused and totally committed, which was a real great solace for me during any hardships I personally faced, certainly nothing as serious as cancer, which bravo for that, man. But for me, it definitely has been this like really nice place I can go when I have trouble, because getting in the booth and recording, I really can't be worried about any issues I'm dealing with. So it's kind of been a jacket I've worn for 16 years, 17 years, whatever. So yeah, it's definitely been a place of solace for me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to follow that up. I mean, working on this show, in a way, was part of the hardship. Like, and I'm not going to say it was...
we had to direct it.
Well, yeah, but we had to do it very fast. When we were first working on Dragon Ball, we were racing to get it on television. We were trying to make sure that we had the episodes done before they aired. And that meant if your voice was hurting, you still had to do it. Like there were days and weeks where I had to go into the booth and scream for 7, 8, 9. We called Sean in for 12-hour sessions.
Yeah.
There was no turning back, and we just had to do it. And I don't know if it was Dragon Ball Z that inspired us, or the fact that it was just there and knowing we had that job to do. I don't know what it was, but I have heard so many stories of the show inspiring so many people.
Yeah.
I could probably write a book on them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the amazing thing about doing these. You hear stories like yours, and we from working in the industry, we get such an honor to meet people whose lives have been so profoundly affected by something that we have a lot of fun doing.
Yeah.
And it really throws that into perspective for us. And so thank you for sharing your story with us. It's really wonderful.
Thank you.
And just so you know, Sean, we don't mention evolution in my household. And my last question is, I all know that most of us probably know the story about how you passed out in the booth screaming, Sean. Have any of you else had anything like that?
Yeah, anyone who's had to scream for several seconds in a row knows how dizzy you can be.
You get very dizzy.
I've never fallen completely back. I don't know. I think I've only seen that happen a couple of times to people. So
yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we do have about 10 minutes left or so we're going to get through our last set of questions here.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Eric. I've been a fan since Toonami, and this show's been an inspiration for my life. My question is, what do you guys think those new forms were before you found out, and what were your feelings after you found out what the forms were?
For Frieza and Goku and Vegeta? Or
Yes.
Oh.
Frieza and Goku.
Frieza and Goku? I did not know. I mean, I thought the Frieza form was the collector's edition form. That's what it looked like to me. And the Goku thing, I was very curious about the squiggly symbol, which you will understand what that is when you see the movie. Don't say anything. Spoiler alert. I thought that was fascinating. The Goku, for those of you who saw Battle of Gods, Goku has kind of a reddish hair tint, which I did not understand why they picked that color. And now, if you've seen in the previews, there's a different color. So there's that. I mean, I like the new boots the best, I think. That's my favorite thing, is Goku's new boots.
I was excited because I knew new form means more power. So I was excited to have more power. Like Frieza didn't have enough already.
I like Vegeta's new gray tights.
Yes, he has gray tights, yeah. I wonder why he wouldn't do it with gray tights. I wonder. Think about that question for a while.
Thank you. All right, can our next question? Sorry, whoa, reminds me of Justin Rojas talking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the very first Star Trek movie, they all had the gray one-piece outfit.
Yeah.
I felt like maybe you had like a Star Trek thing.
Maybe so. I'll have to go research that.
I've learned not to second-guess Dragon Ball Z. Whatever they throw at us, it always ends up being incredible.
That's true. Well, thank you.
Who's gonna win? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you very, very much for all your hard work over the years. My question is actually for Sean.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of touched on it earlier, but I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about your experience of recording in the booth and passing out.
Oh, that? Yeah. Well, that just happened during GT, and it's not that I'm not proud of it, I actually kind of am, and I rather enjoyed it, but I had been working a lot of 12-hour days, not getting a lot of sleep, and having miscalculated a Kamehameha, so the experience was just kind of like, I don't know if you've ever had your blood drawn and you pass out, or, you know, when I get TB shots, I pass out. I don't know, for some reason when they test me for tuberculosis, that particular shot makes me pass out. I don't know why. And so it was just kind of a fun thing that I enjoyed for about 30 seconds, and then I got back up and went to work. That's Anybody else have that experience, guys? You guys don't have that?
I haven't passed out yet.
All right? Yeah. All right, thanks. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hello.
It's great seeing you guys in person.
Thank you. It's great to see you in person also.
Hey Sean, I like your shirt.
Thank you. I like yours also.
Thanks. Goku or Superman? Who would win in a fight and why?
Okay, so I don't like the argument they made on the videotape, videotape, listen, I'm dating myself. I like saying that.
On the VHS? On the VHS tape? Supercomputer?
I did not like the argument they made that Goku wouldn't think to do this, whatever they said he wouldn't think, because it's hard to predict what Goku wouldn't
Because he
think.
never thinks.
He doesn't really think, so you can't really predict it. Oh, no. And up until that point, I thought that maybe an instant transmission to another planet with, you know, a yada yada sun would work. But the problem with Goku, this is where I'm going to use the same logic I don't agree with to bolster my logic, which is he probably would go up to tell Superman, okay, go up to a yellow sun, get really charged up, because I want to fight you at your best, and when you're really loaded up with that solar energy, then we'll fight, okay, Superman? That's probably what he would do. However, God mode changes everything. So, yeah. And I don't know the extent of what those God mode powers are, but I know that Superman is not a god, so, you know, there you go. That's my answer. Thank you.
All right.
Hey guys, what's up? So I've watched, you know, since I was a little kid, Kai and everything, and you know, when I first heard your voice on it, like I was blown away because for a good amount of time watching Dragon Ball Z, I couldn't tell whether Frieza was a chick or a dude.
That was intentional.
Some people say you still can't.
Yeah, so, I mean, just for any of you guys to answer this question, why do you think they made Frieza so feminine? And like, you know, because she even says, oh, you're gonna make me break a nail.
Oh, yeah. I think that I remember when they were recording Frieza the first time around, and they got the translation in. And I thought one of the titles of one of the episodes when they introduced Frieza, man or woman, and so they wanted the character to be gender ambiguous. And I think Chris does a brilliant job of playing that.
Well, Sabat says I sound like Judi Dench, so I sound like Dame Judi Dench. So
I think Frieza learned everything about being pompous from his or her father. You saw when King Cold was introduced, he's like swooping around. What's a Goku? Yeah. I think all of those guys just come from a very privileged place. I think that's what it was. They're such the emperors of everything. Yeah. They typically don't have to lift a finger to do anything.
It's a very spoiled,
aristocratic.
But that being said, so many people have tried. I mean, we talked about this earlier. So many people have tried to set up some enmity between Linda and I. Linda was my Frieza. I'm a huge fan of Linda's work, and I think she's amazing. And anyone who doesn't think so can kiss my butt. I think she's absolutely incredible, and I don't like hearing a word said against her by anyone. So she's an amazing lady.
Here's some trivia for you. The woman who played Frieza originally is Tien Shinhan's mother. John
Bergmeyer's mother.
Let that sink in for a second.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what? Now I'm confused. I want out. Let's get out.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we still have a couple things for you guys here. Be sure to stick around. We've got one thing we're going to show you. A few of you guys were at our premiere last night. You guys have seen the trailer. And there's some other stuff of it online. But we actually have an exclusive sneak peek for you right now of the English dub for Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Really awesome part of the movie. It's one of the things that I've noticed and I've heard from a lot of people is the action in this movie is amazing. And not just because there's a bunch of explosions and all that, but the martial arts, the articulation of the fight scenes is really cool. Yeah. And so we actually have a sneak peek featuring the fight between Goku and Frieza. And we're gonna roll this.
I wanted to right now. Justin doing his hair in the morning, but I didn't get to see that.
I'll make one for you later, Sean.
Please.
There you go. The
kind of scoop peek.
And it's just a photo. Congratulations, thank you.
5 fingers. How many fingers can you count?
Seriously? That's all you've got? Stop! This has gone on long enough! You promised me we would take turns, Kakarot! Jeez, man, no! I barely got warmed up, you know!
What? Are you serious, guys? Really?
Well, how flattering. No matter how far a pet strays, he still knows who holds the leash.
Your gesture isn't lost on me, Vegeta. But stay out of this fight. I want to crush Goku myself.
There, you see? Let me fight him just a little longer and then we can switch off. Damn it.
That was a great clip.
Great clip. Nice choice.
It was amazing. So you guys would be really excited. Check this out in theaters August. Wow, I said 7,
Whatever the
4th
date
to
is.
12th.
4th through 12th. And go multiple times so we can beat Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah. So we're not done yet, though. We still have a couple more things for you guys. One thing we got right now. Should we do this now? Yeah, let's go do this.
I don't know. What do we got?
Yeah, let's do it.
We did a thing. This was a long time ago. This was when we were in New York one year with you guys, Sean, Chris, and Justin, I think. We did a panel out in New York Comic Con, and we did. I actually have a video doing a group Kamehameha before the panel.
Oh yeah.
So we would like you guys in the audience to join us. We're actually going to record this with the crew here. We're going to look at this camera right here behind us.
I got to pee real bad, so mine's going to be short. So I'm having a short Kamehameha, but that's okay.
And I guess if we could actually get the lights up so we could see the whole audience for this.
Group Kamehameha,
to
right?
join us in a group Kamehameha. I actually have an example of how we're going to handle this from that convention here.
Oh yes.
We're going to do this.
Jump like
I can jump like that. You guys ready to do this?
If I jump like that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom on myself.
Yes.
Yeah, facing the camera this way. Honestly, we should probably have the Kamehameha.
Can I do it? Can I lead everyone with follow my Kamehamehas? Can you see it?
It's by the way. The other light. Stylized. Yes. All right. Yeah.
Are we ready? Can you see the lights?
Does Vegeta have to do it?
Here we go. Count 1, 2, 3, count.
You will find a Dragon Ball Z poster that is good for a Dragon Ball Z prize. You can take that to the Funimation booth tomorrow to redeem for a special Funimation prize. I want to say, again, thank you to our guests here. They do have a signing tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh, we've got, a few of them will be here. Did you get, who's our prize winners here? Did you find one? Right there, there's 1, 2, 3. All right, awesome. All right, so thank you again. One more big round of applause here for the cast of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Thank you guys so very much for attending. Do pre-order those tickets on DragonBallZ.com. You can take your ticket confirmation from your local theater and show it to us at the booth tomorrow to redeem for the Dragon Ball Z key charms. All right, and you guys have a wonderful rest of Anime Expo.